Reptilian control of Earth exposed in Bombshell interview, and also concerning the secret space programs. This is part 1. By staff writer Patrick C. Unbended Reality. Nazis' Reptilian secret space program. This is not your planet, it's not your moon. Humanity is in fact an experiment for extraterrestrial and interdimensional beings, and we are food, they claim. And it's outlined the testimony of William Mills Tompkins, who worked for North American Aviation, Northrop and Douglas Aircraft, designing advanced spacecrafts and weapon systems and assisting with the Saturn and Apollo space programs for NASA. And the author says I've added his abbreviation bio at the bottom of the article. Now, the picture taken by a couple in Carlsbad, California, analyzed by specialists at Northrop in San Diego, California, released by William Tompkins, shows the Reptilian tanker aircraft. It's, of course, an extraterrestrial craft, a UFO. And the close-up image of a 900-foot-long Reptilian tanker found to be dispensing a mixture of 4 gases over Oceanside in Carlsbad, California. And these gases are used for mind control of the population and the disbursement of viruses. And this is, of course, according to the Reptilians' contrails. Our secret government also sprays chemicals into the air that aid in detection of UFOs as they disturb the atmosphere and for other nefarious purposes such as nanotechnology, which can be weaponized. Contrails also have the additional benefit, quote-unquote, of concealing the ongoing wars in space between our forces and those of the Black Hat ETs. And further, Northrop did 3D view drawings of the 900-foot craft above and produced a 6-foot wooden model, which was tested in a wind tunnel at Hawthorne, a part of Northrop. And what they found was the serrations on the side of the craft and even the indentations on the top dispersed the gas almost immediately, leaving virtually no contrail evidence. You have to be looking at the rear of the craft to detect it all. Now, per William Tompkins, he said, in areas where people are becoming more knowledgeable about extraterrestrials, the reptilians don't want you to do that. So what they do is they drop heavy gas on those regions. In this case, it's Orange and San Diego County in California. He said now they may do this on time, or they may do this 5,000 times, one time or 5,000 times, but you're not going to be able to accomplish what you think you can because they're going to stop you, he said. Now it highlights another point in which he made about disclosure, those in power who are also under mind control, that we should take this into consideration when undeniable proof of their collusion with reptilians is exposed. Let's remember that the former Defense Minister of Canada, Paul Hellyer, has been saying this for decades. The reptilians and the various extraterrestrials that work with various governments around the earth. He says some extraterrestrials are human-looking. If we would pass them on the street, on the sidewalk, we would think that they were regular Homo sapiens. Now, going back to this, highlighted information revealed in his testimony, William Tompkins said, we, humanity, have been lied to for thousands of years. Everything we have been taught is wrong from our universities and cosmos itself. We are not from this planet, and this planet is but one of thousands under control and domination by reptilian species. We are not human but extraterrestrials ourselves, and we are an experiment on the earth, and it's a lab, he says. The reptilians have been in control of this planet for thousands of years, according to him, and most of the world's leaders are in fact reptilian shapeshifters. Humans are assisting reptilians carrying out operations against humanity, some because of an affinity to their goals and values, willingly perform rituals. Others are forced to comply. There are, however, many humans who are working with white hats, ET groups such as the Nordics and the Blues, to aid in rebelling against the reptilian malevolent forces. Now, the Nazis established relations with reptilians who gifted, quote-unquote, some 13 UFOs and advanced laser weapon systems prior to World War II. Most of this technology, along with thousands of laborers, were transported to underground bases in Antarctica, he claims. And the Allies who lost in the World War II, there was a cessation of hostilities on both sides at some point, but no victory. The U.S. Navy was also defeated soundly and swiftly during an attempt to rescue prisoners and mop up Nazi bases in Antarctica, according to Project High Jump. Now, white hat extraterrestrials, the blue and Nordics being primary, working with public corporations and universities on above top secret projects in conjunction with NASA and the armed services for the development of an advanced secret space program. U.S. military outposts have been established since throughout the solar system and beyond with the aid of ET technology, including anti-gravitational and electromagnetic propulsion. Nova truck vehicles were 40 times larger than the size of a Saturn V rocket, and contact with other ET civilizations has already occurred, and trade in the form of rare earth minerals has already been established. This was done with goal of obtaining additional allies in the fight against the reptilian threats. And these are some examples of U.S. Secret Space Force vehicles, spacecraft, used in this clash. He said, I'll be writing more on the intergalactic trade and its relation to special operations being conducted around the world. And if you look, you'll find that every war or conflict where American troops are deployed, that country always has deposits of rare earth minerals. Now, Bill's bio, he's emphatically not a whistleblower. He was encouraged to come forward to disclose parties, to reveal this information and confirm what has been going on with mankind for ages. Bill indicated we no longer have the time for continued slow rolling of UFO disclosure because, in his words, we need help, quote unquote, help as it relates to the reptilian problem. Recruited at a young age by the U.S. Navy for his keen eye for detail, he soon found himself working on above top secret intelligence programs and the most highly classified think tanks dealing with extraterrestrial problems and the advancement of aerospace capabilities. William Tompkins worked for the North American Aviation, TRW, Northrop, and Douglas Aircraft, designing advanced spacecrafts and weapon systems and assisting with the Saturn and Apollo programs for NASA. This is by Patrick C. on Bended Reality. I'll leave a link below for you. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.